Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why people are leaving Canada. So from the bed, number 1. If you watch my previous videos, you have seen winter is no joke here in Canada. Winter is long, very harsh, very strong. There's a lot of snow, it's very cold. Sometimes it gets minus 30, minus 40 degrees. Rarely, but it does happen. We have blizzards, we have snowstorms, and the winter can be up to 7 months. Yes, 7 months. So you have to consider to wake up in the morning and get ready to work in winter for 7 months. Every morning get up, cleaning snow from the car and scraping the car and everything very close. This gets really on you. You have less time outside for barbecue or playing with your children maybe in the sun and everything. It's gone. So this is like huge, and really many people, they don't know how difficult it is, but then after living maybe 1, 2, 3 years, they just decide it's just too much, they can't handle it. Then they go to America or back to their country. Number 2, the education they have from their home country not being accepted here in Canada. So you're coming here to Canada as an engineer, as a nurse, as a doctor, or other professionals. Guess what happens? You're coming here, you apply, the government and the company say, sorry, we do not accept your education. Your experience, yeah, it's welcome, but even then, because they're saying that many people could be just faking their degrees, faking everything, so they don't trust them. Meaning for you and for many people that are coming here, that taxi drivers here are very well educated. We have in Canada one of the best taxi drivers. Doctors, engineers, professors, nurses and such. They come over here, so they have to work for, if they're lucky, they get a taxi job, because they make good money with taxi jobs. But if they are unlucky, they have to start working in a restaurant. They work for McDonald's, and nothing against McDonald's. Every one of us loves some chicken McNuggets, right? But if you have the education for a doctor, and you know a doctor can make $100,000 here in Canada, but you are making minimum wage in a restaurant, yeah, that gets on you. And then suddenly your whole savings go down, and maybe you have a living standard, and then you can't maintain it here, because Canada is expensive. And if you can't get into the work, and the thing is, it takes sometimes several years, depending on what you are. For doctors and nurses, it's a different story. It's much easier. You have to go maybe 2 years to university, pay yourself, and it's expensive. And then you get your degree and you can work. And they actually take some of your work experience back from your country. They accept that. For other people, like engineers, it is not the same story. They maybe have to go through everything again, and it's not acknowledged, so they have to go to university for 4 or 5 years. Number 3, the job market, the actual job market. When you are arriving to a new country, especially to one of the Western countries that have all the statistics and such, you will find something out. Statistics lie. They lie all the time. Politicians lie all the time. They present you with great statistics and show, hey, there's so much job here, so much work everywhere, so come and get some, you will be rich. Yeah, not true. For example, in my hometown here in Saskatoon, I've been trying to get an office job. I have a good education from the university. I studied my whole life. I can't find a job in my market for office work, because either I'm too high educated for office jobs, or I don't have enough experience, which I don't. So I'm stuck there. There's lots of work here for restaurants. If you want to work in McDonald's or DQ and so on, and some of the construction jobs and some, labor work, low-paying wage jobs. We have them, but other jobs, some yes, other provinces have maybe some more. Number 4, cost of living. Cost of living in Canada is high. It's actually one of the most highest in the world. Some statistics actually I looked say that Canada is cheaper than America. Absolutely not true. Do not believe that. It's not true. It's completely a lie. I saw this again and again, and those statistics are partially even made by governments, by companies, and so believe me, they are not true. If you have any friends or family here in Canada, ask them how expensive Canada is. they will tell you Canada is really not cheap, it's expensive here. So if you're like considering between Canada and America, and between maybe like which one is cheaper, America is much cheaper. You can get so much more in America for your money than here, especially if you go to the big cities here, Toronto, Vancouver. They are incredibly expensive, and the prices have been going up, especially real estate. The real estate market, so for your house or your apartment, the prices are going through the roof. Even Canadians, many Canadians here, struggle to pay their house, apartment, mortgage, so they gave up. They're not buying houses anymore, they're just renting. And even some people have, so many people have problems paying their rent. So cost of living, people living here on 2 years, you see that people here in Canada make more money than in your home country, right? Yes, but you don't consider how much more expensive it is to live here in Canada. But if you live here a few years and you see all those costs, and you're seeing that your savings that you brought are going down suddenly, and you're not increasing your savings, and in many cases people can actually save more money back in their countries, even though they're poorer. Really, it's not like poorer is always a weird subject, because here it's a richer country, right, Canada, but really everything is more expensive. So as an individual, you might actually end up living a life that is poorer here than maybe in a poorer country. Really, it is like this. Number 5. This reason is people are leaving Canada, and not only Canada but the United States and Europe, because they can find a better opportunity back in their home country, or even another country, but not a rich country, but a second world or developing country. So many people are going back to China, to India, to Vietnam. I personally know, I met some friends there. They're going back. They take their savings they got here and their experience, and they build small businesses. It's really just small business, but they have the knowledge here of how, like about management and everything, how it operates, or maybe a good idea, or about some products that we have here in Canada and you maybe don't have in the Philippines, for example. So many people go and do this, or what they simply do is, for example, they go back to Philippines, open a restaurant close to where all the foreigners live or tourists, and they provide English breakfast, American food and such, and the people love it, well, the tourists, and they go there, and there we go, and they make now a lot of money. They live back again in their country where they know the culture and everything. They feel welcome there, well, because they are from there, they speak the same language and everything, and at the end of the day, sometimes they actually make more money, not even sometimes, oftentimes they make more money than they did here in Canada, but the taxes and everything, as you know, are much lower in your home countries. So people really more go back. Even the children, like they grow up here and they speak fluent English and everything. They know very little from their home country, but they one time visit the home country and then they see the lifestyle is so much easier, because here you have the taxes, bureaucracy, the finding jobs, the experience, the universities you have to go through. And for if you want to start a business, you have to go through all the processes and everything. While in your back in your country, maybe it's much easier, much faster. So people are thinking, yeah, I should go there. And many people do this and do it successfully. They make money and they're not coming back again here. And they're a bit disappointed and angry because they spend a lot of money here, a lot of time, to just end up in the same situation again, but better in their home country. I hope this was helpful for you. I know it's a little bit negative, but I just wanted to tell you that yes, it's true. People do live, not just Canada, but many other Western countries for good reasons. Okay, I see you on the next one. Goodbye.